people. Hopefully this will be a quick update. I always think that and then the video ends up being like 20 minutes long. So, I am 41 weeks today. What the crap? I am also laying amongst my laundry, like it's in piles, so it's not too bad, but I haven't finished it. I started this morning and then my day just, everything started to happen, you know what I mean? And then it was one thing after another. Oh, it's like 8 o'clock, which is like my bedtime comes around and I'm like, oh, I need to film my 41 week update. Wait, am I 40? Yeah, I'm 41 weeks. Yeah. Are you 41 weeks? This is crazy. Have you ever been 41 weeks? Because I have in the past, and I prepared myself for this moment. I prepared myself to go to 42 weeks, so it's not like that big of a deal to me. My doctor's office was like, ooh, you're 41 weeks, oh, because, you know, they don't see that often. A lot of women get induced before they go to 41 weeks, before they even see the 40-week mark. A lot of people are induced or have scheduled C-sections or whatever. So I am obviously still hoping that this baby comes spontaneously, but I am pretty confident that I will go until my induction date, which is next week. I'll be 42 weeks. It's actually a day before I turn 42 weeks. So technically I'll be 41 weeks, 6 days when I go in to be induced. But I guess that's their rule. So not much to update on this week. I'm not even going to comment about my appearance, my hair, my whatever. There's not much I care about these days. Yeah, I still feel like there's so much that I need to do around the house to prepare for baby, and I know it's like sad. I'm 41 weeks along and I still need to put like the car seat in the car, but I feel like I'm not even gonna do that until I get induced, or even after. Like my husband can just put the car seat in the car after I have the baby, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, to me like that's not a big deal. I do still have to, we have the swing still that's in our storage shed, and I need to pull that out and like wash it and get that ready, because I feel like that's a pretty important part. Oh, since I'm fiddling around with them, I took my wedding rings off yesterday or the day before, and then this morning I was, last thing I have to do is set up the co-sleeper. I wanted to say that before I forgot about it. I know I'm all over the place, but that's my brain. I'm like, oh my gosh, Christmas gifts and get everything prepared and whatever. My wedding rings, I took them off and I can still like pry them off of my sausage fingers, but they are getting pretty tight. By the end of the day, I feel pretty swollen. I feel pretty swollen all day, every day, but especially toward the end of the day, especially my feet, and especially the left side, which I don't know what that means. Haven't asked my doctors because it's, you know, it's not an issue. It's not like a problem causing me pain or anything like that. And they're not like crazy swollen. They're just like, sausage feet, swollen, sausage hands, whatever. Oh, and I was reading that toward the end of pregnancy, like 40 weeks, 41 weeks, 42 weeks, which, crazy, your body produces even more blood volume, like 25% more or something than what it has already increased. Oh, so that's crazy. So that's why toward the end of pregnancy, women look more and more swollen and waterlogged and just beautiful. So yeah, something to look forward to. Yeah, what else has happened this week? I don't, like, hardly anything. Sleeping has become non-existent almost. Between my kids, for some reason, they keep like waking up in the middle of the night, which is not like them. But yeah, they're keeping me on my toes, getting me ready for this newborn, and they'll be like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, or, oh, can I have a drink of water, or just random things, and I'm like, why? It's already hard enough for me to like get in and out of bed, and then I'm up, at least once or twice a night having to go to the bathroom myself. So it's fun. And then the whole process of like falling asleep in general is just not a fun, just not a comfortable experience, because like I'm so big and I can't get comfortable, and then I get comfortable and then like 20 minutes later I have to like flop over to the other side. But it's not like a flop, it's like a 5-minute process of forcing my body to the other side. It's just ridiculous at this point. I feel massive. People have definitely noticed how massive I am. And yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do about it, you know? So, I should have done my hair for you guys, but whatever. We're friends, right? I don't know what else to say. Oh, I guess I can tell you what happened at my appointment. Hello. I'm like, oh, what else can I update on? There's nothing going on. Yeah, so I had an appointment today, obviously. I had a non-stress test again. I guess that's a normal occurrence when you're 41 weeks. They just like to check on baby, make sure everything's moving along okay. And the point of a non-stress test is to check like how healthy the placenta is, I guess, because if the placenta isn't healthy and if the baby isn't getting enough oxygen and all that stuff, if the placenta isn't working properly, then the baby, it shows on the non-stress test with the heart rate and all of that and movements and stuff like that. So that's why it's important this late in the pregnancy, because they just want to make sure that everything is going well. And I was strapped to the machine for longer than 20 minutes this time, which again, not a huge deal, because I was like, oh, I just get to lay here and relax and whatever and hear my baby's heart beat. So yeah, it wasn't that bad. But then I got checked. What a joyful experience that always is. And can I tell you that it depends on which doctor I have. I have a group of OBs, and some of them are much more rough than the others, and I have found that my OB that I'm going to be inducing with is one of the more harsh ones, that is more like intense when they check. And I mean, she's female, so you would think she's more gentle, but I find that typically the male OBs are like more gentle anyway. Yeah, so he checked me. I had a male today. He checked me and I was 70, he says 70% effaced and about 1.5 centimeters. But I had this doctor with my last pregnancy. Here it is. I'm telling a story and then this video is going to be 15 minutes long. Anyway, I had this OB when I was induced with my second. So I went into the hospital thinking I was 3 centimeters long. And then he checked me and he was like, oh, you're more like 2.5. And he was like, oh, that's typical, because he was comparing his centimeters to the other OB centimeters. And he's like, yeah, that's normal. But I guess, I mean, it's like a range anyway. Nothing can be really precise. It's not like they go in there with a ruler, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Anyway, at least I'm progressing, even if it's just a little bit. And selfishly, I'm like, whatever, like I have another week to get Christmas shopping done and get, you know, everything else that I need to get done around the house done, and I've got 1 more week. So, well, technically 6 more days? I don't know, whatever. Couple more days before baby arrives. And then I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna have a baby in a week. This is insane. Another one. Number 3 for me. This is baby number 3. So crazy. It's crazy is what it is. I'm gonna have a newborn. And the newborn stage to me is like the best stage. I feel like it's the easiest. With my first, it was definitely the hardest stage. She came out crying and it hasn't stopped yet, and she's almost 6 years old. So, oh man, yeah. But my second newborn was angel baby. So I'm hoping I have another positive experience with this baby, but this pregnancy has been really rough on me. Well, the first half of the pregnancy, I was really sick until like 19 weeks. So I'm hoping that you know, once the baby comes, maybe they'll be an angel, but maybe they'll rock my world and be like a grumpy, spirited baby. Who knows? I'm excited to find out. I have one more week, and I am so excited to be able to share that with you and share the gender with you. And oh my gosh, find out the gender ourselves. My husband is like so determined that I am carrying a boy. So it will be a surprise if it is a girl. Just, I hope we are able to video the look on his face when the baby comes out and the doctor says, it's a whatever, you know. So I hope I get that on film. That would be more important to me than the look on my face, because for me, like, gender doesn't matter. But for him, he's like so hoping for a boy. It's pretty ridiculous at this point. So yeah, that will be fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're pregnant, congratulations to you, and I will probably see you soon. Bye. I made a little back massager, and this is great for like rolling up and down the back, you know what I mean? For when you're in labor and having that counter pressure to kind of like help with the discomforts of all the contractions and all that stuff. So